Whew, February 22nd, so this is like a week later. Braver than all flowers. The epilogue. Holy crap, we actually reached the end of this game. It was dragged out way too long. Next game I play on here has gotta be played in more frequent bursts, if not longer bursts.
Well, I'm glad everything worked out.
At least I think I finished the game. We won't know for sure until we get the dance number, because I'm pretty sure this game has one as well.
Good job, you two.
How long's it been? A week now.
I know. I'm still feeling all tingly about it too.
Almost had a nano machine virus rocket apocalypse. It was saved by a freaking motorcycle. It was more like a motor scooter with a freaking parachute. You guys intended for that thing to fly.
It'll wear off in 6 months or so.
Is that how long it took between the last incident and this incident? Well, not counting the 6-year gap between starting and finishing the incident, but you know.
I hate how when I buy something online, I get web ads for it.
Yeah, me too, Mario.
Nice members, shady scientists, mafiosos. We really did bring in a huge haul.
Good work, team.
This is like the happiest expression I've seen on her ever. I'm clicking on all this stuff because there might be some comments, but you know what?
Anyway, it is a shame.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who we're saying rip about. I really don't think Ricky's dead. I really don't think he's dead.
Alright, let's all go to the beach.
That expression, holy crap.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's winter.
It's bad luck to
Oh yeah? What happened?
This tree has been here for 6 years.
The ghost of Christmas past shows up and throws chestnuts at you. That's scary.
I prefer glow. I can guess why.
Because they're around.
I've always wondered this. Why is there a darts machine in here?
Same reason as everything else, why not?
Boss likes stabbing holes with pointy things.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to go back in the cage?
I'm sorry.
Guess the nirvanA initiative was scheduled to be on Tokiko's birthday.
Seems so. The model on this coaster is kind of average, honestly.
You think I'm with this poster?
I'm cuter.
I'm cuter. I'm cuter.
I'm cuter.
I'm cuter.
Uh,
Okay, honestly, like, there's part of me that doesn't want to click on all these, but for old time's sake, one last time.
Why do we call pumpkins Jack? Yeah, what if that's a bill?
Bill Lantern?
Don't worry about me. We've talked a lot over the last week. We stayed up in bed for hours talking.
But Iva's memory.
Oh, that. We weren't able to completely recover the memory, but
The days I spent with Iva, we at least got that.
That data has been re-uploaded and re-implemented. I now have memory of that time.
Oh, that's cool. What about Tama?
I wonder what she's doing about now. Well, I'll let it be.
He's an AI ball, just like Iba and Tama. He's shy, so he doesn't talk much.
He opens up to me sometimes. He's just introverted.
Aren't we all? So about BB's adoption.
Why were you hiding her? You could have just told me.
In retrospect, yeah.
You know how many problems we could have saved by you actually telling people stuff, boss?
But there was a reason I couldn't tell you.
We better not have problems in the third game because you're not telling anyone anything.
If I told you that, I would have to tell you everything.
And that would just be a massive pain, wouldn't it?
Not to mention, Mizuki is my secret weapon. She's like my personal ninja.
But Ryuki knew about BB, right?
And he was the most insane member of this party.
Yeah. I didn't want him to find out, but
He saw us. Mama and I were shopping at the supermarket.
I told you not to call me that.
Who cares? They already know.
Mama, huh? Are you jealous, Mizuki?
No, that's not it.
I'm still wondering why you don't have an adoptive mom yet. Or another adopted mom, rather. Raise my pay.
Why?
Well, isn't it obvious? We were able to solve the case because I worked really, really hard.
Oh, patting yourself on the back, huh? So uncool. Uncool.
The unfortunate thing is, in today's society, you gotta argue for that pay raise.
Not as uncool as your underwear.
My underwear has nothing to do with it. And excuse you, my underwear is really cute.
I want to see. Oh, grow up. I didn't mean it like that. It's just for my future reference.
Oh no.
He's gone. Don't let it eat at you forever. There was nothing you could have done.
Wait, he seriously died? What?
But
What? I still don't believe it.
I wanted to ask about my pay.
This again?
But
Well, I do have to praise you for a job well done. So, I have a special present for you both.
Uh-oh.
a present?
It was left at a special place. You should find it.
A special place.
Your friends should know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're planning, but I guess it's not a bad idea to see everyone again. Well then? Yeah, let's get going.
Seeing the two of these, the two of them together is kind of wild. Oh crap, we gotta go talk to everyone. Alright, let's do it. Everyone. You know, it's so weird that Leon never slipped up and... Wait, I wonder if we met Leon when playing as BB. Probably did. But, you know, he keeps calling her Quartz when we're not playing as her.
Shoma,
It's okay. You don't have to beat around the bush. I thought long and hard about how to feel about my sister. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't sad. But I can't be down forever.
Okay, let's see, where do we start? How about Komeiji?
I think about it a lot. 6 years ago, my dad took Jin's body from the amusement park. If only I had noticed back then, maybe none of this would have happened. Have you heard of the multiverse theory?
Yep.
There are multiple universes. So that means there's a universe that's just like ours, but with a slightly different history.
A lot of them are pretty bad,
That's the idea.
but there was at least one where you got along with your dad.
If that were true, maybe Dad is out there somewhere, in another universe.
yeah, that's what I think. Andy's Komeiji lives on happily somewhere. Yeah, I think you're right.
The problem with that theory, that there is a version of you or someone you care about out there living happily, is that there's an equal likelihood of someone out there who is suffering worse. Also, BB's shaking a lot. Have you heard from Boss?
Boss? No, I haven't.
Okay.
What, is she planning to hire him or something?
Oh, the number code? I know how to solve it. First, change the letters to numbers. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and so on.
Using that cipher,
From there, solve it the same way as the BATS 490 code. Zigzag from the top left and go from top to bottom.
oh, it's the same as before.
You people are insane.
Host and ring dig.
Hora inst undig. The puzzle of the pieces of paper and the balloons was solved in a similar manner.
3, 5, 6. What does that mean?
The numbers start with 35 and 139, right?
They do?
Which means they're probably coordinates in Tokyo. So in other words, north 35.6778, east 139.7145.
Okay, so you're telling me that even if I did figure this out, there's no way I would have known because I don't know the latitude and longitude of the location of this game.
That's the answer.
Those coordinates point to...
The stadium.
Yeah, but what about the other bodies?
So the nirvanA X code is on February 15th, 12 o'clock. Come to the stadium.
Okay, so you need some massive nerds to show up to the stadium.
That was the message.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, but they didn't explain what's going on with other bodies. Huh. Let's see. The reason why Aiba couldn't solve this puzzle a week ago was because her memory from 6 years ago, the piece of paper in the balloon, was forgotten. Had she remembered, I definitely would have figured it out. But Mame,
I'm sure you know already, but she's at the detention center. I've gone to see her every day. with Genny, but we can't really talk much. She's always crying.
Yeah.
But her lawyer said that due to the circumstances, her sentence might not be too long.
The person that Amame killed was trying to brainwash all of mankind.
She took out a supervillain.
Some people even think she's a hero.
Anyway, I'm going to continue to live my life with Big Sis. I'm going to work hard to become a robot developer, and I'll continue to support her until the day someone else who can comes along.
I'm rooting for you. Good luck.
Yeah, seriously. A serial killer called her out to a private meeting, and she bonked him and killed him. I still think that's impressive. Her being barefoot still drives me nuts.
Genny, you opened back up, huh?
Yeah, I can't let this affect me forever.
I bet these two the Mizukis eating together probably seem like a couple of twittering... I'm not sure that's the right word to use. Schoolgirls, but they're probably talking about insane stuff, like the last person they bashed or who they shot or whatever.
Oh, she had a message for you. Horizontal is darkness multiplied by light.
Nope, I'm not trying to solve that.
I don't understand it, but that's what she told me to tell you.
Horizontal is darkness multiplied by light, huh?
How do you end up at the stadium?
After you took Amame, Shoma and I stayed with Ryuki at the house. The bomb squad came and started to inspect the thermite bomb, and that's when we got a call. Ryuki was told that the nirvanA initiative was going to take place at the stadium. From there, he must have made a plan. In order to prevent the spread of TC Purge, we needed to burn it. So, we grabbed the thermite bomb, punched our way through the bomb squad, and headed to the stadium.
Last time you attempted something like that, you all got shot. Or, well, Genny got shot, but I guess we were trying to run away, and it was like turn ourselves in or keep running for ages, and then Amame... Amame did a boo-boo.
Genny, you knew that Mame killed Uru, didn't you?
He probably didn't give a crap.
Are you going to arrest me? For cooperating with a murderer?
Again, don't be like that. You know they're not going to. Don't be mean.
I can't. It's not a crime just to know.
Unless you actively try to protect them.
In the end, I couldn't protect her. It's frustrating feeling so powerless. I know not everyone will want to hear this, but I don't even think Amame should have been arrested. Her actions were totally justifiable. Her father was killed in such a brutal way. Not to mention Terror was planning a genocide. What's wrong with killing a person like that?
Well, we can't say it too loudly, but honestly, I think there's nothing wrong with it.
I can't believe she's being punished for it.
And they just want to discourage killing. You can understand that, right?
I will continue to wait for Amame until the day she sits in that seat and smiles at me. She would be sad if she came back and the place was all run down. So I'm going to work hard to keep this place running.
Alright, the Sagan residence. Date and he told me I have to get together already. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Holy
Date.
Holy crap. Okay, you know what? I'll accept this. I will accept this.
Date.
Date.
Oh god.
Meow. Meow, meow.
Oh god, oh god. Okay, so this is part of the payoff for finishing the game.
Iba, permission to shoot.
Granted.
About Ryuki.
Please, don't talk about him. Please.
No. Okay. I guess he is dead.
If that were the case, I wouldn't be here, meow.
You know the nirvanA trial code? Everyone who solved it is being quarantined right now.
A vaccine has been developed. Quarantining procedures should adequately solve the problem. Any damaged neurons in the brain should be repairable with nanomachines.
Nanomachines, they're the sci-fi version of science. Sci-fi version of magic. You can solve anything with nanomachines and you don't have to explain squat.
However, such a treatment is not simple or easy.
And it's never cheap.
If the rocket had launched, the country's health infrastructure would have collapsed and caused complete chaos.
Anyway, it's one big happy ending. Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, nothing.
You know, those two get together. Maybe you should be patting your head like that too, Mizuki. Aren't you looking forward to that? Because, you know, I think Hitomi is probably one of my favorite characters in this series. Hitomi is Iris' mother, as well as Mizuki's elementary school teacher, and Date is Mizuki's adopted father. Hitomi and Date are hitting on each other right now in front of Mizuki. How to describe what she's going through? Disgusting? Unbearable? Nothing she can't do, I guess. You know, I didn't even think about that from that perspective. I mean, I figured anything Date did would gross her out, but right. Hitomi was a elementary school teacher that she really cared about. When she took a bit of a psychological shock in the first game and just couldn't talk for a while, it was Hitomi who took care of her and got her to start speaking again. So, why is he here?
Well, Date's been like this all week.
Oh my god.
I see.
Have you heard from Boss?
Oh, yeah. Vertical is male multiplied by female.
Nope, not gonna solve this.
I don't know what that means, but that's what she said.
Vertical is male multiplied by female?
Sounds meown right erotic.
Is that the only thing you think about?
Yes, actually. How'd you end up at the stadium?
I was eating at Matsushita Diner. Out of nowhere, Ota rushed in and said,
"We're going to save humanity!"
Nerd!
and well, I thought that sounded kind of fun.
Of course you did.
Fun. I think we're interrupting something here.
You're not interrupting anything.
Let's go, BB. Yeah, good idea.
That actually makes me happy. The fact that there was like no follow-up between the two of them for like the entirety of this game made me very upset. Okay, I should probably speed this up a little bit. But I actually want to hear the stellar voice acting.
Oh, Mizuki. Quartz. How are you?
See, he keeps calling her Quartz. How did he not slip up?
Can you not call me that?
Aw, come on. You used to like that name.
About going to the Horror Institute on February 12th, 6 years ago.
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just curious.
Late that night, I went to the basement of Horodori Institute with Quartz.
But there was nothing there. It was just an empty space.
The slicer was hidden under the floor, and there was no door going to Uru's room.
There might have been a way in, but we didn't have time to look.
Yeah. Right after we got down there, we heard footsteps.
We ran out of Horodori Institute after getting up the stairs.
What was her job?
I only stole from people who made dirty money. Or else Quartz wouldn't approve. And Quartz would donate her share to orphanages all over the country.
Ah,
So you were like bandits of justice.
Robin Hood.
How amazing.
That might be overstating it.
How'd you end up at the stadium?
That.
Oh yeah, it's kind of interesting. Kizuna never really approved of criminal activities, but now she finds out her beloved big sis was a criminal of justice.
I contacted Leon. I thought he could help.
And Kizuno was listening in on the conversation. So...
She showed up with a Gatling gun.
Yes. I asked if there was any way I could help. We will put an end to Terror's plan. I could not simply stay put there.
Considering the circumstances, it makes sense that Leon wouldn't decline thwarting Terror's plan. I am sure he wanted Kizuna present to witness his heroism.
I started to think of a plan. I wanted to take Kizzy there, but she had to be safe, no matter what. And that's when I remembered the armored vehicle.
I don't remember. Where did we get that thing from?
I knew it was at the Kumakuras.
Wait, did you just take the Yakuza's armored vehicle?
So I called Moma and asked if I could borrow it.
Okay then.
Moma said,
"Sounds like fun. How about I tag along? And as for who's driving, I know a guy."
You drag a man-child to drive the armored car, and he brought an internet idol with him. Alright.
That explains Ota.
And that also explains
I
Iris.
see.
Okay, so, have you heard from Boss?
Yes, I did hear something.
Oh no.
She wanted me to tell you. Light is 25.5.
Nope, not gonna figure it out. What happened to running away together?
We canceled.
Why?
My father...
Accepted our relationship.
How? Why? When? What?
Seriously?
You know how the press began to report on our deeds at the stadium? We agreed to some interviews.
And that's where we just came out and said it. Kizzy and I are together.
And so, my father can no longer deny our relationship.
That hardly stopped him before.
The two of them were partially responsible for saving humanity. There's no way he could force them to break up now.
I'm happy for you. Congrats, you two.
Yeah, thanks to you both.
I am very grateful.
Well, we need to get going
I want to
now.
ask about the Gatling gun!
See you later.
Goodbye, little big sis and big sis.
That's gonna get confusing.
You're gonna stick with that, huh?
The Gatling gun!
Oh, what I was shooting at the stadium? It was loaded with rubber bullets.
I'm sure everyone here is aware of this, but rubber bullets are not completely rubber. They still have a metal core. They are not non-lethal, they are less lethal. Taking one to the head is probably still very lethal.
I could never intentionally kill someone.
But if it was an accident...
You're so nice, Kizzy.
Reminds me of Alpha Protocol. You could kill people, and then the game will tell you how many orphans you created. Or you could knock them out, in which case it will tell you what kind of hospital bills your enemies have incurred.
Look, Mizuki! I finally have an orichalcum trident!
Huh, I did think it was a little shinier than I remembered.
Thanks for your business.
Oh, right.
Right, I forgot she owns the darn place.
You own this place.
Thanks, chump.
Would you do like a friend discount?
Nope.
That's not fair, Mizuki. I always give you free food at the Matsushita Diner, don't I?
Yeah, free pickles. Cheapskate.
The main cafe, Sunfish Pocket, was originally run by Mizuki's adopted father, Renju Okiura. Due to certain events 6 years ago, Mizuki has taken over. You mean him dying? Yeah, that would do it. Have you heard from Boss?
Yeah, she gave me a message for you.
Oh no.
Female is 6.607.
No, I'm not gonna figure it out.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but there it is.
What could that mean?
Nope. If I failed the last round in the game, I don't give a crap. I'm just gonna watch the ending. So, about the armored vehicle.
It's a long story, so I'll cut right to it. So there we were. The 5 of us in the truck heading to the stadium.
Ota, Iris, Kizzy, Moma, and Leon, right?
And we saw those 3 being held up by the riot police. Or, I guess those 4.
Ryuki, Genny, Shoma, and Robo-G.
They said they were headed to the stadium too, so we let them hop in the back. Then we drove right through the barricade and saved the day.
Seriously, what were the police doing out there? You guys are heroes because the police were
For now.
useless.
We got the info, so let's go somewhere else. Yeah, good idea.
Wait, did Boss say something about how we were supposed to get riddles from everyone?
I need to change that soon.
Oh, right, because it's got Mommy's picture
We've
up there?
been using the same picture for a while to cut costs.
Oh.
Wow, you surprised me. Mizuki, what are you doing here?
I own the place?
Really?
What are you doing here?
Well,
He's a customer?
I wanted to investigate the day-to-day lives of young women.
And that somehow sounds creepier than you said that you frequent a maid cafe.
As an inspector?
I need to know what's in. It's an important part of being an inspector. I feel like I said this before.
You probably did. What's your name?
Oh, you don't have to say it. His name is Sutsugamushi.
No!
Performance result. He who shall not be named. I got an achievement. Let's check. Chat with Inspector during Ryuki Chapter 0, 4, 5, and Mizuki Chapter 0, 2, 4, and Epilogue. Excellent. For old time's sake, I guess let's click this thing one more time. We'll go drink here. I don't know what it is.
Hey, stop it! It's rude to ask someone their name so many times.
It is.
Encantado de conocerte. Me llamo Kagami. Me gustan las tetas grandes.
I can't understand this. His name was stolen by a wicked witch.
His name was... I recall it was 6 letters. It began with Ka.
Must be Kabuto. Kamen Rider Kabuto, the supporting writer, was named Kagami.
6 letters. Ka. I know. Your name is Kanaiza.
What?
That's enough. Have mercy.
You don't recognize moi? I recognize you very well.
I'm sure you do.
You're the lady from Lemniscate.
You know, that's not a bad description.
Me? I am but a humble taxi driver. I visit there often to escort the talent. I am a customer.
See? He straight up says it.
The old
That's how you do
hag
it.
at Matsushita Diner told me about this place.
Wait, you know Ota's mom?
Hey, that's my mom!
Oh, is that right? The old hag recently concluded a job interview here.
Excuse me?
Stop calling her an old hag! Hold up. Job interview?
Indeed.
As a mermaid?
That would be the case.
Oh no. Ota is shook.
Mom.
I'm shook.
Oh, that perky mermaid tushy. I can't get enough of it.
It's chaos in here.
It is.
What is this?
Oh, that's when she chews oysters with her mouth open.
Oi,
Mizuki,
no.
you should rethink being an owner.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, are we bailing out? No, not yet.
This might make you kinda angry, but I think Mame is a hero.
Why would we be angry?
Think about it. Uru, the culprit of the HB case, brutally killed 3 people. Not to mention he tried to brainwash all of mankind, and Mame punished that evildoer. I can't condemn her for that.
She took him out the same way he took out other people too, which is great. I only wish he made him suffer more.
What is it, Mizuki?
Well, I don't mean to defend what Uru did, but he was held captive underground since the age of 6. They took half his organs from him forcibly. When you take that into account...
Perhaps Chikara was the worst person.
Oh yeah, Chikara is probably the worst person in the cast.
Here's the way
He was probably, definitely, hands down, maybe the worst person in the cast.
Evil is created from a greater evil.
It is our mission to destroy the root of all evil.
Doesn't look like our mission's gonna end anytime soon.
Alright, let's get out of here. Got a couple places left to go, and then... coming up on the 2.5 hour mark. Oh, well. What are you doing here?
Oh, it's you guys.
Velma, you have the voice changer on again. The one that I seem to recall had a lock on it. You better hope you didn't misplace the key, because I seem to remember the thing was choking you last time you had it on.
What's up with your voice?
It's a Vochlocho. Vochocho? It stands for Voice Changing Lock Choker. I borrowed it from MoMA 6 years ago, but I don't use it anymore, so I returned it.
Awful honorable of you. Never thought I'd get it back.
Ah, that's what was with her voice underneath the mask. And I thought it was just the mask. Because, like, Terra's voice is way different as well. Although, that can't possibly be the mask either. There's gotta be some quote on the thing. There always is. Thank you for reading the Slayer test. Okay, never mind.
No, I'm not stiff right now.
Do, re, mi, so, fa.
Same joke, okay. Can I have that ring?
What? Why would I do that? Just look at Phoebe. Her outfit is in shambles. I want to buy her new clothes, please.
Leave me alone. I like my clothes.
And aren't you filthy rich?
What is this?
That made me cry. Beautiful sisterly love. Hey, you guys are all right.
Take that ball the dragon is holding. It's solid gold.
I can't take that.
Don't worry about it. Quartz made me a hell of a lot of cash back in the day.
Oi, you were working with the Yakuza?
Stop calling me that. Hey, Mizuki, did you just take the ball? I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I see a ball there. Was there one in his mouth? What are you waiting for?
Yeah, that boss lady sent word. She told me you two'd be coming. She said to tell you this. Darkness is fire.
Nope. Oh, I guess we're done here, but let's talk to everyone else.
So, Ritsu, it's time for the Puff Puff. Roger that. The usual?
Ritzy is probably the receptionist. Her name is Ritsuko. Didn't he call her Ritsu? Yeah, he called her Ritsu.
Please, no.
All right, Loma. Can you close your eyes for me?
Got it. Like this?
Now, hold still.
Okay.
Ritsu, come on.
Hi-ya!
Oh no. Oh no.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no.
3, 2, 1.
No, 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 no. Getting sense of deja vu, but no.
The Simon.
The voice is the only thing salvaging this from being the most perverted thing I have ever seen.
Are you kidding me? The voice makes it worse.
No, I think the voice makes it worse.
She's pleased herself.
Phoebe. Please, let's.
Wow.
She has a smug look on her face. I should have talked to her. Nope, we're not gonna even ask her what's going on here. Let's go.
So you two are sisters, huh?
They look like twins, but one is old enough to drink, the other one isn't.
It makes sense and all, but boy, is it ever surprising.
You kidding me? They look too identical. The only people who know about the cloning are members of Abyss. To others, Mizuki Kuranushi and Mizuki Date are just sisters. That's one heck of a family situation going on there. That's the bodyguard.
Mamoru.
Why? Who are you guys? You know me?
Former enemies, yeah?
Weren't you Tokiko's secretary and bodyguard?
Yep.
Yeah, I was. And then this happened and I got fired. The Subversive Activities Prevention Act shut my down for good.
That's excellent. The information Ruki got in his investigation has already been transmitted. They know about Bodai, what he was doing, and where.
Which gives me more time for day drinking.
You go, man. Just don't hurt yourself. You hear from boss.
Boss as in your boss? I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Boss left us a present somewhere, but we don't know where. She said something about asking our friends.
Oh, that's what this. That's what that was.
Then why don't I ask the mighty Milky Balls?
You know, that gives me the answer. I'm all for it. Go.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay then.
Wow, they're both on board.
Milky white orbs of power. Who among their friends and acquaintances
No, just give me the answer.
has the biggest you-know-what? That is... Lynn, of course.
I'm gonna slap you.
Who cares?
That's what I thought.
What? What? What?
We'll put that aside for now.
Can we put it aside forever?
Okay, time to get serious now. Oh, Balls, the great and powerful, please find something for me. Where is the present that Boss has hidden?
Go to Nyes. The hidden secret can be found there.
So, how about it?
Sounds legit. Let's go.
Go to Nye. The secret is there?
That has nothing to do with Boss's task. I am sure Mama is only stringing together random thoughts.
Yeah, but there probably is something nice.
But
I want a drink.
You're already drinking a cream soda.
no, not this drink.
No alcohol for you. You're only 18.
How about the non-alcoholic kind?
I'm good then, right? I'm 24.
Nope. I know you came here on your motorbike. Have some Alfrey instead. You solved the case already, but you're still hungry for more, hmm? Well, I do have some very valuable information.
Which voice, Trisket? I have no idea who you're talking about now. This girl, the other girl who looks just like her, this person, the fortune-telling voice, or
6 years ago,
or my
on
voice.
February 15th, Uru contacted So Sejima, the former politician.
That guy needs to die too.
Why do you suppose he did that?
I'm not sure I would recognize that voice from anywhere, though. It's all up to you to figure it out.
Because So was his father.
No comment.
An illegitimate love child. She took the baby to Iowa, then committed suicide.
Oh.
Well, it's just a rumor. There's no proof, but that would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
Like how effed up he is?
I'm guessing Uru wanted to meet him. The man who threw him and his mother away like garbage. That was where his tragedy began, after all. If So hadn't neglected them, Uru never would have been given up for adoption.
You heat up some anchovies and garlic and some olive oil, and that's banya coda, not bar counter.
Ah, that takes me back.
So where's So now?
I don't know. He's not at his manor. He disappeared about 2 weeks ago. Maybe he fled the country.
Fled the country? Why?
Because another incident happened.
He's a cunning old man. I'm sure he sensed something coming. He must have thought the authorities would eventually connect him to terror. So, he decided to leave before it was too late.
Mama, we're gonna get going.
Already? I wanted to talk more about Leon's you-know-what.
We'll save that for some other time.
Oh, sure thing. Come back again whenever. I'll be waiting.
Okay, one last place. And then they're probably gonna make us guess where the thing is, but you know what? We're just gonna go to Nice. You're problematic.
Mr. Chieda, nice to see you.
Oh, Mizuki Kuranushi.
Please don't call me that. I'm supposed to be called Big Sis.
It would be a little strange to call you that.
It would be.
Do you remember me too?
Of course I do. You were only 3 when the Okiura family took you in.
Can we punch you now?
I never thought that girl was really you. Both of you have grown so much.
I am actually shocked that this guy wasn't in bed with Horodori. And the whole incident with Uro being taken away to get his organs harvested.
You two used to cry and cry. Now you're both police officers.
I seem to recall you saying the police were useless.
I'm proud that you've grown up to be such good people.
Is he being nice because we have some like grounds to arrest him on?
You two used to play make-believe in that castle all the time.
Who is king, me or Bibi?
You two always fought over it. You split your kingdom up.
Hold on, aren't they, they're 6 years apart. So she was 9 fighting with a 3-year-old over who gets to be king?
Mizuki, you were only 3. But you never gave up being king. Oh, I don't even know how many times that castle was destroyed. But it never destroyed your relationship. Even after your kingdom was split, you were back together playing in no time.
Why are you here?
Yeah. I wonder. I kinda just wanted to be here.
Well, I guess we have to say hi to everyone in the game who's still alive,
I
right?
remember always pulling that thing out of the ground.
Oi!
Wait, was it always protruding from the ground like that?
You two pushed it in the ground, but we pulled it back out.
Oh, that's hilarious. I wanted to see them as small children. So the person who leaked the story of Horodori Institute. Oh. Oh, that's good. But didn't he just get along right with him again? Wasn't he like funding the place, the second place?
Yes, that was me. I didn't have proof, but I suspected that they were doing morally questionable research there, and that you two were subject to it. I wasn't ignoring the signs. I only noticed it a few years after you two came here.
The superhuman strength?
They acted on it right away. I went straight to the police. They told me they couldn't do anything without proof, so I leaked the information to the press, which led to the Institute being closed. I did it for the two of you.
But didn't you help it reopen?
Yeah, about that.
I'm having trouble following your logic.
Yes, that. I spoke to your cohort, Ryuki, about this. Human experimentation is intolerable, but the other research being done at Horodori Institute was extremely valuable and had a bright future. There were many hardworking people there that had nothing to do with what was happening behind the scenes.
Are you sure? Because literally every employee that we see in that place is walking around in a spacesuit carrying a ray gun.
And at that point, the two of you were no longer affiliated with Horodori Institute, which is why I provided the money for the reopening. I did it so I could keep an eye on them and prevent them from continuing their illicit research.
You mean like the giant machine that slices people in two in their basement? You probably funded that too.
You don't know? It's called Purge. DNA treatment.
This is not the same as TC Purge, of course. TC Purge was a virus that was created using Purge technology.
Even now, I don't think financing Horodori Institute was a mistake.
Are you sure about this?
They were able to create the technology for Purge. That technology can save countless lives, including yours.
What?
Last year, we developed a revolutionary genome editing method we call Purge. With this, genetic diseases that were previously too difficult to treat.
Like, you mean the ones you caused?
For example, severe congenital heart diseases are now curable.
Wow, I didn't even catch that bit.
Baby, that's great news. Your illness can be cured.
If she survives long enough and becomes affordable enough
Oh,
and accessible
good.
and has actually completed.
What is it? Well, it's just so much to process. I'm happy for you, BB.
Yeah.
Mr. Chieda, thank you.
It's like they're trying to paint him as a good guy. I don't know how I feel about this. Such a complex story. TC Purge was created using Purge technology. If Ryuichi didn't invest in Horodori Institute, it would never have happened. At the same time, Mizuki Korinushi's heart condition wouldn't have been treated. It hasn't been treated yet. The technology itself is neither good nor evil. It is dependent on the person who uses it. I guess I can comment on moral issues every now and then. So, have you heard from Boss? Even though you're not one of our friends?
Your adoptive mother. She gave me a message. Male is 5.4.
F this.
Mr. Chieda, we're going to get going now.
Come back again soon. And please, continue to keep an eye on Kizuna.
For such a morally upstanding guy, he didn't have any qualms about pinning something on Leon to get him thrown in prison. And also, when Uru was kidnapped from the place, he was just like, we don't need security here.
We will. Yeah, of course.
So about Kizuna and Leon.
Please, don't ask me about that. I've already told Kizuna everything.
I guess he doesn't want to talk about their relationship. Guess not.
But when they were young...
You were both bundles of energy, I'll tell you that much. You ripped the swing right off its chains. And Mizuki, you tore the pipes off the jungle gym and played Cat's Cradle with them.
Oi, Cat's Cradle is a game played with like bits of string.
Whenever you did something bad, myself and the other staff scolded you. You would both cry and literally run through walls.
How could you afford to keep this place running? I mean, I'm glad the two of them didn't kill you, but...
I'm sure you can still see the damage in some of them, but whatever you did, no one was upset with you. After you cried, you would both have such bright smiles it made everyone else smile too.
Sounds like us.
Yes, I remember them well. Your smiles haven't changed a bit.
Kinda just wanted to be here.
Screw it. This is my last chance. I want some more screen time.
What are you talking about?
Mom! Mom, are you watching? Look at me!
Maybe she's contracted TC Purge.
We should let the authorities know.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, now we're going to Nyes. Present, where is it? Need to see the dance number? Need to let the credits run?
It's still bothering me.
There's so much that was wrong, and there's like we never really figured out what was going on with the body that was here, but you know what? Screw it. We had enough good ending scenes.
I know what you're thinking. What Mama said, right?
Go to Nye. The hidden secret can be found there.
Well, what's the last secret? I guess the only thing left is Tokiko. Why did she kill herself? Why did she order Amame to do those things? Taking Jin's left half to the stadium. And taking her own body to the president's office, too. Yeah. We have no idea. Why did Tokiko do all that?
Hi there, hologram.
It is Tokiko's hologram. This was among the data that was sent to me by Tama.
Welcome. I apologize, but I am currently unavailable.
You probably will be unavailable for quite a while longer.
If you do not mind.
I kind of mind.
If it's no trouble.
It's a little bit of trouble.
Would you guide me to Moksha?
Well, by your own logic, you already made it there, so you don't need our help.
What?
I will tell you a number. It is a crucial figure that can create a seam in this false world. It is called the nil number. Are you prepared? Please take note of it.
Okay, let me just bring out like a spreadsheet or something, or okay, now I'll just use Discord. Am I really gonna type this in? Alright, I could actually type into chat now that I think about it. 141650. I guess I'll just hit enter so it stays on my screen.
And now, I will look forward to the day we meet again. But I am not talking about them, of course. Ryuki? No, not Ryuki either. But you.
I guess you're not the worst character in this game, but I'm not sure I want to see you again.
The one listening to me now.
I'm not listening.
Yes, the Freyer.
Nah.
Now.
Kind of reminds me of one of the Assassin's Creed games, where someone talks to your character and tells them to shut up, and because she's talking to the person who's watching through him. Not you, the player character, though.
What are we doing here? What? You mean you don't get it, BB? Boss's present is probably here. Why do you think that?
Remember what Iris said? Vertical is male multiplied by female.
Now, insert the numbers that Mr. Chieda and Ota gave us.
Male is 5.4.
Female is 6.607.
5.4 times 6.607 equals 35.6778.
That's the vertical coordinate. The horizontal.
Horizontal is darkness multiplied by light.
Darkness is 5.479.
Light is 25.5.
5.4.
Okay, those numbers, 35.6778 and 139.7145. Don't they sound familiar? Oh, yeah.
North 35.
I see.
The vertical and horizontal were referring to coordinates, which is here. The present must be here somewhere in the stadium, but
I think I know what's coming up. I think I've seen spoilers. I might have to turn off my avatar. I did not expect a physical present.
Robo-G.
Or, I mean, like a physical present box.
It looks pretty big.
It is somewhat unnerving.
Not something that would make a kid cheer with joy.
And you guys are most definitely kids.
Anyway.
Why don't you open it?
Okay. It's scary.
It's fine. It will not explode.
Are you sure?
Should probably thermal
This
it.
is Boss we're talking about.
Well, I suppose I can't be sure.
I know. X-ray.
I knew he wasn't dead, but the game had me second guessing myself.
I was suffocating in there.
Ryuki. Ryuki?
Ryuki!
And I'm here too. Tama.
Your body.
You're healed?
I'm perfectly fine.
Not perfect. His wounds still haven't healed.
But I feel no pain at all.
Those are probably the drugs talking.
Because I got you hopped up on painkillers.
You need to go back to the hospital.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
I had to do it. Boss gave me a call.
Hey Ryuki, I hear you can walk now. I have a favor to ask you. I want to set up a little surprise for those two. And if you say no, I'm demoting you. Good luck.
Some favor.
So, yeah.
How mean. She's the devil.
But I'm glad you're okay, Ryuki.
Are they both gonna give him bear hugs? Because it will kill him.
You seem to be doing well.
Yes. Congratulations, Ryuki.
Thank you.
I'm sorry we made you worry.
You two are like
A married couple?
a married couple.
Well,
You can't be serious.
They are very close. I'm actually surprised she's denying it.
All right, everyone, listen up.
Just in case, never mind.
Here we go.
I think I've seen a little bit of spoilers, and I think I need to save up my avatar right now.
Let's celebrate Ryuki's full recovery.
it's not a full recovery.
Anyway, we have a special dance for you. Please watch us. Start the music! On my way to the station, the crowd squeezes out my frustration, and now I'm taking heat in the bedroom. Oh well, I'll eat some donuts in the bathroom.
Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend.
I see all of the smiles in their pics online.
Wait, why is that making me cry?
Oh, my sweet princess, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we shared?
Enough of that nonsense, drop all the pretense. You've got to break the chains of fate on your own. Come on, come on, come on.
Lonely girls across the world, let's wake up and fight. Worlds apart with beating hearts, unite the light through the night. If the boys want to reach us, they'll have to keep up. Without you, I am only half. I need to be whole.
Robot, can't forget to set the turbo. Hop on, and I'll let you ride the servo.
Oh look, here comes my mermaid girl. Relax, look cool, and give my knife a twirl.
Hey, I saw a kappa that I really want to catch.
I don't think that anyone's gonna bring a net. Nice idea, I got cucumbers.
Admire we Kappa hunt newcomers.
Oh my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we shared?
But dreams aren't just for dreamers. I'll be your healer. Worlds apart, I've come for you, love. Take the glass slipper, be my princess.
This may be the final move to checkmate my heart.
Maybe, just maybe,
Maybe, just maybe.
maybe not maybe.
Champions, the day has come. Let's take victory. Demons dare and beasts beware, for we are here to save the world. We will fight and stay united until the end. Arm in arm and hand we stand. We become
duty.
Good. Now it's time to kick your booty.
Now that is how you earn a suspension.
So what? I'm here for the attention.
It's true that we can't get ourselves boyfriends
Because you're human weapons and they can't contend.
We do look really cute when we're kicking some ass.
But every time you fight, it makes you want to cry.
The tears will build up on the inside. Lonely girls across the world, let's wake up and fight. Worlds apart with beating hearts, unite the light through the night. If the boys want to reach us, they'll have to keep up. Without you, I am only half. I need to be whole, even with all of the sorrow inside. We are the conquerors, we achieve our dreams together. At last, we truly are whole. U-N-I-R, hands up a hole, let's go. U-N-I-R, hands up a hole, let's go. U-N-I-R, hands up a hole, let's go.
Wonderful, everyone.
How about sell seashore by the seashore? Sell seashore by the seashore. Sell seashore by the seashore. All right. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Yes, I got it again. No one listening to me? Guys?
That was great. So I guess we don't see the regular credits, but we get to see that instead. Unfortunately, Mame is not currently available, so we don't get to see her there. Nope, we are not. We're not gonna mess with the eyeballies anymore. Maybe we'll put on a Mame song. Was it in the bonus section? Huh, I wonder what that last thing is. I'll just purchase this anyway. What do you mean as the story progresses? Eh? Okay, let me just check that over real fast. Autosave. Mame.
Goodbye, little.
No mommy song. Yeah, I think we beat everything. Alright, well, let's head back to the title, put on a Mame song, and assuming that is the right song, and I'll give a few last thoughts about this game before we end it. Whew. Alright, so as I was saying in the comments, this game and the previous game were all sorts of stupid. And some of the stupid I could not stand. But overall, I think they were good games. I do think I enjoyed the first one better, though. This one was, I can't say it's too wacky because both games are too wacky, but they handle things a little differently. I felt the whole twist about, like, the past and present getting mixed up was a bit of a butt pull that I did not like. It was clever, but at the same time it was also very stupid. A detail that I noticed about the ending though is that Hitomi, Iris's mom, her right arm is paralyzed. Her arm has always been paralyzed, but during the dance number at the end of the first game, she was moving both arms, so I thought maybe she was cured somehow. But I guess that was non-canon. Unfortunate. Still, it's nice to see that she gets to participate. Like I said, I do like her quite a bit. I've already talked about several spoilers of the first game, but she did so much that I did approve of. She was amazing. Even though she didn't actually show up that much, like the stuff she did in the past and her personality as a character, I like her. As for these new main characters, well, I was always a fan of Mizuki, even as bratty as she was, and now we got two of her. Things are getting out of hand. Ryuki, I don't like his might spiel, and I mean he did some bad stuff, but you know, overall I did like him. I'm happy that he survived. And he and Tama are seriously married. I don't know what's going on about that. I approve though. It's probably a much healthier relationship than a lot of characters have, like freaking Sojima and all his lovers. Dude is so problematic. Now that I think about it, not gonna go too much about it. Not gonna go too much into it, but Jin was 30, and I think Uru was probably younger. I'm just thinking about time periods. Well, it's probably not a big deal. Sosujima's a bastard no matter what. I don't think I have a lot more thoughts. Game was silly. Game was fun. Next time I'll just have to go through it a little faster. I like both the songs in this game. We're gonna wait till the song's over before I end the stream. I don't even know what's drowning me out.
But I swear they are not too far away. I will go beyond the darkest night and soar the sheets throughout the fields of snow. Even if my body turns to dust above the heavens through the tears, I can't make out your face. You are near, but now too
It occurred to me I probably should have ended the recording before this and let the song run, and as soon as it ends, I could just end the stream.
open up your eyes.
Oh well, next time I guess.
Joyous song and smile.
But I think we are done now. So yeah, thanks for joining me, everyone. I think I'll call it quits here. Have a good evening, and goodbye for now.